Ladies and gentlemen, fighting out of the red corner, he is a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu fighter, Muay Thai and MMA, with a record of 2 wins, 0 losses. Weighing 147 pounds, fighting out of Molars MMA from Dallas, Texas. Let's hear it for Alden Hebert! And his opponent fighting out of the blue corner, a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu boxer, catch wrestler, with a perfect record of 2 wins, 0 losses. Weighing in 147 pounds, fighting out of West Side MMA from Sherwood, Arkansas, David Lindsey!
I was a genius. I mean, I did know that.
I
didn't know that I set it up like this.
See, sometimes people just have hypomania, which takes an above-average intelligence and makes it seem like genius. Look it up. It's in Wikipedia. 2-0. Both of these guys 2-0. Somebody's record is changing for the worst part tonight. And again, they both come in. They're sizing up a little bit more than some of the earlier fights, but as I say that, a kick.
Yeah. Now, it wasn't just a kick. You know, it actually turned Alden. It turned his leg, and he's kind of standing it. You know,
Went for a takedown.
Went for a drop-in armbar right there. Alden's got some jiu-jitsu.
Because to me, it looked like he was just trying to pull guard because I have not trained. And you know what's even worse is I look at these guys as they fight. I would have to fight at their weight class to be somewhat competitive, and yet I still don't think I can take them, and I got them by 20 pounds.
You know, that's great, you know, because we know the best fighters
Look at
in the
that.
world.
That right there, that's a move that Forrest has done in the past, the step punch, step punch. I call it the Frank the Tank. It's not really a coin term, but if you saw the movie, it's the Frank the Tank. Step punch, step punch.
Well, it works because it shut down Alden's offense, and it got David in close enough to get the takedown.
And he's right up
winning on card right now.
Pressing up into it. Now, would you want to, well, I was about to say, would you want to be in this position if you're him? No, you don't, because he clearly knows what he's doing. He's on his back.
I'll give you $1 that David gets out of it.
Oh, I'll take that bet.
Okay.
Because we needed another Arkansas win. This is not looking good, though.
No, I got David getting out of it.
Oh, you had him getting out of it?
I bet you about $1 that. It's set. He's got it locked under his knee, but he's turning the right way. It's tight, but he has no pressure on it.
So would he need to bring his right leg back to cinch up more on his knee to tighten it up more?
He's trying to open up his legs. You see his leg open by the cage?
Right.
It's barely locked down, you know, closed.
Right.
Now it's over the 90-degree mark, and he's weaker. His hamstring's weaker, so it's just a waiting game right now for David right now.
Yeah, he's coming out. You still don't want to be there.
Rolly Delgado, you know, he's had a lot of time in the Ultimate Fighter, had UFC fights. He's been coached by some of the best in the world, and he's telling him exactly what he needs to learn, what he needs to know. Oh, great job for Alden.
I thought it was working into a bridge. Now he's out of it.
To an armbar. David's doing a great job. He needs to jump all the way over his body right now.
Like, he's got him stretched. If this had been later on in the first round, he's out.
Great job for both of these guys. I told you, you owe me a buck.
He just gave him his back, though. Just lays down.
But look at what David's doing. This shows you his training at Westside. That was a solid hit. Yeah, he is just like Justin Rice. Justin Rice's spot for us. He sweeps underneath and goes for those legs. He loves that. Going for heel hooks and stuff.
Okay. I see his training now starting to shine through, but a punch to the face and a head on the mat is not anything you can out-train.
It was a solid shot.
And he's taking some more. He exerted a lot of energy, though, with him, you know, cinching down on him earlier. But these guys are 145. 145 is one of my favorites to watch.
They're quick. They're lean.
Their gas tanks are huge, too. They got less to feed. You know,
Here it goes. Great defense.
He is so fast with that leg to step it over the head, too.
I'm impressed, dude.
Oh.
I got to tell you that. He went for that sweep.
There's an opening. When you find a clinch in your armor, when you're that trained, you step in, and look at him. Somebody's bleeding.
Yeah,
I bet it's
David.
If it was the other guy, I don't know how Alden would have gotten bloody after all those punches he was throwing.
Yeah, they're gonna stop the fight. Honestly, you know, we got a great referee in there.
It's his nose, so I don't know if do you think they'll stop it for his nose?
Well, they got to check it, you know.
Okay.
If it's broke.
Fair enough. As he looks to the ref, looks to the side, he's listening to everything Rolly's saying.
Yeah,
Delgado is the loudest guy in the building, by the way. He doesn't need a microphone. He could be doing play-by-play right now. I heard him as he was walking in yelling instructions. You'll park here, parallel!
You know, he's doing a great job off the bottom, too.
This is an exciting fight.
Great shots from his hammer fist and doing damage to David.
Can I say what you have done to this state to allow this to be an exciting fight? You hear nobody saying stand him up. That means we have grown.
Wow, man.
We are listening and we are enjoying fights as the fights progress.
See that?
Well,
I got a teardrop.
that's what I'm here for. We're more educated fans. I'm less than educated. That's why my show is called Big and Dumb.
Dude, I'm telling you, that means a lot to me when you say that because it's been a lot of hard work to get it to this point, you know, because it used to be stand him up, hit him. You know, it used to be that.
I want to see more booger hooks. Is that what Patrick was saying earlier? Take off some of Forrest's comments, though? Did he just shake them off? I think Forrest needs to say, congratulations on using my Frank the Tank. Oh, it starts off with a nice flurry.
Catch the kick, overhand right. Love that power jab. I call it a number 3 jab. I call it a number 3. They slide right into it.
And you hear the corner. He's trying to knock you out. He's trying to knock you out.
Oh, that was right in the Netherlands.
Well, when you're going for those inside kicks, though, there's, you know, I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to get inside your leg because it takes up, you know, it takes some blood.
Knee. I really want to see David take this to the ground because he's getting out punched right now.
Look at this.
Good composure, David.
Does he have a mic inside? Because when you say, I want to see something more out of him, he does exactly what you say.
Good, good. Okay, David, go for the leg. Go for a single leg.
David, give me $1. David, give me money.
He's going for the double ankle pick.
He's with ease.
Thank you. He's listening to me. Okay.
I'm telling you.
David, hammer fist. Hammer fist.
Pay him back for what happened to the first round is what you're saying, right?
Yep, that's right. You do some damage because he's losing the fight and he's got to get some points.
Now, you've trained. I can't believe when you get a kick and it makes the loud noise that it doesn't hurt as much as the ones that don't. And they say that. I can't imagine because you get a nice kick to your kidneys and it gets that with that sound. How does that not hurt?
Because it's the top. Usually the swap, that big one is the top of your foot. What hurts is the thump. Those are your shin bones, and those are painful. So the foot, you hear the slaps. Those are foot kicks.
Okay.
Those slap in the butt. Those are great for the audience because you hear the ooh.
Right. And we've had a few of those in this round. We've had everything in this fight so far. It's going to be hard to beat what I've written down as the fight of the night. I have a co-fight of the night already written down, but so far, the way these guys are putting it to it with the technical aspects, from ground, from stand-up, from kicks, to going up against the cage, to escaping, and to the robot-like listenership of him as you are remote controlling him while he's out there.
I would say underhook. Nice sweep.
And he just rolled him over
Great
at will.
control of that wrist. You know, he's doing what you were saying, you know, Randy Couture style. Put body against the cage, body against the cage.
And you don't think about it. It sucks your energy out. And it frustrates you.
Yeah.
Also makes your back look like a waffle. You can start to see a little bit of frustration. You can see it. He was looking at the other corner trying to hear what Rolly was saying. Wrong corner, but at the same time, I would listen to them too because that's what's about to happen to you.
Yeah, he's going for that arm bar, but
he's being told to square off and watch for it, watch for it, watch for it.
Triangle. He did a great job. Pull back into the guard.
I heard a phrase tonight for the first time ever from Delgado. I call him Rolly. Not to his face. Butt high, butt high, butt high.
Yeah.
I got it once I saw it, but I'd never heard the term before. It was during.
And he's up again. He's up again.
They're both back. This is
This will be a hard round to judge, you know, because this is what we were talking about earlier, you know, in the commentary is you know, when you get somebody down, you get a point for the takedown, but when you can't do anything with it, when you don't get the damage, you don't get the submission attempts, you know, that's it. Love it. Come on, David. I want to see David swinging.
It was good.
Alden's light on his toes.
Camera awareness for your ref.
That
It
was
was
it.
right in front of me during that, so I didn't get to see it. But great camera awareness on the ref. He's a pro. Earlier in one of your rounds, Buddha tried to hide in one of the corners because he was wearing a black shirt and it didn't work.
Buddha,
Look at that.
Great right hand. Here he goes. That's it. Left and right. Great body shot. David, intense. I love it. It was a great right hand from Alden.
They're both taking a lot of punishment from the hands.
Alden is from Dallas, Texas. Grand Prairie High School. I'm not sure how old he is, but I love his disposition. He's having fun in the cage. He's having a lot of, he's got composure already. I'm not really sure what his amateur record is, but he's already amassed.
He's 2-0 as a pro.
Yeah, both guys 2-0.
And we are clearly by the Texas corner of him. His mom yelling, knees, knees, watch his legs, watch his legs, knees, knees. That was a great second round.
Yeah, I've got a prediction. I'm really going to say my prediction is if he's not tired, he's going to come out and he's going to be aggressive and earn.
They hug it out. They hug it out. Third and final round.
Great sportsmanship.
Absolutely.
Good. He starts off with jab cross.
He's got his chin down, hands up, what the corner was saying he needs to do.
Good. Engage the clinch, throw the knees. Yeah, he's got to come at him. He has to finish this fight. Oh, great elbow blocking, too, by Alden.
You could feel the punch on the midsection here. They need to keep their blood over there, but I enjoy it.
Yeah. I love the looping left.
He was stepping into that. If that would have connected, it might have been over.
Both of these guys did, too.
He kind of has the look of a brawler from the turn of the century, that look that he has. He's looking through his eyebrows at him.
That's there's my favorite punch right there. Oh, and he shoots for a takedown. Does he get it? David says, not a chance, brother. Great sprawl.
That was a knee as is coming up, and that can't feel good.
Kramer,
yes,
I'm excited with this fight. It's turned into a great fight.
Why would you go to takedown when you've done well with your hands standing up?
Mix it up. He feels comfortable and confident. I mean, this is when the guys start setting up Superman punches and, and spinning back fists and bending back kids,
Sony Carter's not here, though.
I fought on the same fight card with him. He was going to make me a goblet.
Okay. I've worn a nice suit. It was a Steve Harvey collection like his. And a nice hat because he and I have the same hair. The unfortunate lack of hairstyle, and he's back on the ground. Both guys are comfortable whether on top mount or on bottom. Both guys.
It shows their training, dude. It just shows their training. They're well-rounded. They're well-versed.
How can you, when you're on your back, be able to work your leg over? Because he's got his elbow on his ribs, so it seems like he should be able to move to work over for something like crucifix or to catch an arm. Because he clearly has the training and the flexibility, because he was rolling off onto his left hip like he was about to make a move. How, as a fighter, would you be able to push that arm out of the way?
But there's so many other things that come in. He's tired. He's been rocked. He's bleeding. His head's ringing. He's feeling throbbing in the back of his head from an elbow, and he knows that he's on the losing side of this fight card. He's in his hometown crowd. This is where he wants to just go crazy. Your mind says, get him, and your body said, I'm not moving. But man, I just love it. He's just not going to give up. He's going to own this guy on the ground.
I think there is another fight happening tonight. That is amazing to me. To have a fight with the heart of the fight before this, and then you have this fight, and then the Juggernaut's coming back to his home state. Joogie's going to have a good corner as well, that blue corner. Rolly's going to be hanging out over on that side along with Nick, who Nick, I just found out, had to retire. Nick had an accident, threw out some of his vertebrae. Here we go. We're back to the action.
Nick who?
Nick Smith.
Oh.
Working the corner for Mike the next fight.
Oh, okay.
Just found out today. Happened last week. Threw out some
I've
vertebrae.
only been able to see him fight once out in Louisiana.
I saw him and Aaron Lunsford throw fists it was a barroom brawl for 15 minutes. For 15, no, it was for a belt. They went 5 rounds of just haymakers. And Aaron, of course, Aaron, if you're watching this, your midsection doesn't look like he can fight for 5-minute rounds. There, I said it. I am him.
Well, nobody thought that Rodney McFarland,
True.
to be able to do that either. You know, I mean, everybody thinks about that physique, but then who do we have? Roy Nelson.
Right. If you learn how to use your weight and if you have stamina, it can actually be a tool, as we've seen with Roy. Look at this, is not a good spot. He's stretched out. He's got a leg and he rolls out of it right to the top. And he drops some fist on him.
He's pulling the triangle in. Omoplata, Gogoplata. Back to an armbar, and then he's out.
He escapes again. This is
Great
Houdini
elbow.
ground game. Each one of these guys has had a finishing move throughout the night on the other guy. This has been incredible to watch. Look at the blood. I finally can see this angle. The crowd is absolutely on their feet right now. You can listen to him.
Work the cut. The doctor's eyes is on him. David's fine. He's a true fighter. He's a competitor. He's a warrior. He ain't giving up.
He doesn't even know he's bleeding right now.
He just thinks he's got extra Vaseline on his face.
Yeah. 10 seconds left. Look at the carnage.
Alden's done. He's going to let him back up. Nope.
Boom!
Way to finish the round. We're going to bring the doctor in to check this
Woo,
cut.
both men are exhausted, and they gave everything they had into this. He ended it with the, oh, man, it was the Bisbing fight. Dan Henderson punched to the chin when he's on the ground.
We have your winner from Dallas, Texas, Alden.